Ba ba da ba. Ba ba da 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 da. Ba da. Ba da na 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 na. Da da. Da da na 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 na. Ba da. Ma na na na. Na 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 da 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 da. Ha ba da do ba. Dee be da boo ba be. I'm a scat man, give me the bottle bomb. Don't, give me the don't. I'm a scat man. Alright. Okay, then let's go into Creator Studio. Then let's go to Stream Manager. And let's get to here. Alright. Alright. Here we are. Let's do this. Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome back to GTA.
Jamal brings me good news. This is what I'm talking about. You know, my friend, the rest of the American workforce applied itself with the same diligence and disregard for other people's property as you. This country would be in a very different place. I'm telling you now, I should get you up to Liberty City to give a seminar to my foreman. More, keep the hits coming, baby.
All right. So I just sold one of the cars that I have obtained, and the reason why is because it's not it didn't really what's it called it wasn't really worth as much as all the rest.
What you want? Some wheels?
So what I'm going to do is I am going to go and steal another one that is worth more because the new week came up and it restocked. Also, another reason why is because I need to be on. Turns out I need to be on here in order for my nightclub to continue like filling up. And while yes, it's taking a long time, I have to be on here in order for it to do that. So I think we're gonna go and do another Dax mission after this, and then we're gonna go and do another Actually, you know what? Let's go and do a Dax mission right now. Let's go and do a Dax mission right now. Let's call him up. Let's call him up. Let's do a Dax mission, and then we'll go and
Hello, fresh meat. Yeah, let me get back to you. Okay, so let's go fuck up.
crop dusting. Okay, crop dusting. Okay, I've gotten better at flying planes, so we should be good. I remember when I first did this, I didn't like doing it. I was like, why do I need to do this? Turns out, if I do some stuff for Dax or Drex, which is what I remember him as, I'll be able to upgrade my vehicle, and I'll be able to go and I'll be able to upgrade the acid lab, and I will be able to sell everything for so much more, for more money. I won't be. There's not more storage, but it does get sold for more money. So yeah, I want that to happen. I want that to happen so that way the payday will go up much more. When that happens, I'm gonna go and because I'm pretty sure Mutt is completely full on both product and supplies, so I'm going to just request for him to just get more supplies. Yeah, sure, it's $60,000, but hey, that $60,000 is not hard to obtain when it comes to paydays. And also, not to mention that I do the, not to mention I'm doing like the missions at my agency. So, oh, and those are like $52,000 for the highest one. So yeah, and sometimes they're even $60,000. So I'll be able to make that up in no time. I'll be able to make that up in no time. Besides, there's so many convenience stores around here. Look about how many convenience stores. I know that there's like a Look about there's 20 stores here, and so that's $20,000. That's $20,000 if I am to go and get those stores. So that would already make it so I would need to get $40,000. So boom. There we go.
God damn it!
36 out of 50. 36 out of 50. Do I have to, like... Oh, okay, well, fuck, we're running over to it. We're gonna run over to it. It's not that far, right? Also, I got canoes. Canoe.
Jesus Christ! Fucking cocksucker!
Here we go.
Okay, so once you and your crop duster are in the air, all you have to do is fly over the weed and hit the button.
What was that? What was that? Fortunately, there's not a time limit, but we're good. But okay. What was that? I pressed D. Okay. Also, I was editing a video yesterday. I finished editing it, so it should be uploaded soon. Maybe not tomorrow. But I noticed at one point, because I had to look up something while I was editing the video. Not while I was editing the video, but while I was making the video. I noticed that when I'm typing stuff out, I say out loud what I'm typing. I say out loud the word that I'm typing. However, I don't say the full word. I don't think crop dusters are supposed to go up very high. So we'll just we'll just try not to get the altitude, okay? Let's try not to die here. I don't know how many I've done so far. I just know I just need to keep doing them until I get a notification. Also, I'm kind of upset with this game because, like, when I first got it, I had to pay for, like, everything coming in. Like my agent, like my, like the bit, like the, like my, like, not my agency, but the, okay, yeah, the agency, the bank that I currently do. I need to, okay. Okay, well, you know, it's a good thing that I figured out how to fly a plane. Okay, good. Good thing I figured out how to fly a plane so that way this is so much easier. So yeah. Also, I've been for some reason on my YouTube Shorts feed, it's just constant what's it called, like videos where there's where the where it's like oh yeah, if this cartoon character was real. I swear half of them, and it's a lot of like 2000s video 2000s like shows, a lot of them. And all I can think is I need to reduce my altitude. And all I can think of is, why does this look like someone that I once knew? Like it's like, oh yeah, this is what like it's Jimmy Neutron, like it's showing that, and Sheen comes up, and all of a sudden I'm like, this is just a kid I knew. I'm like, this is just someone I knew back when I was a kid, like someone from elementary school, because even though they look like that they're supposed to be like teenagers or something like that, I'm just like, this was someone like from like middle school or elementary school. And it's purely just the hairstyle. Like then we have what's it called, Meet the Robinsons. Same thing. I'm thinking the same thing. I also want to say that sometimes the it's like, oh yeah, this is what they look like in the cartoon and this is what they would look like in real life. It's all that stuff. But the transformation just freaks me out. So there's that. I'm trying to come up with stuff to talk about. I'm sorry. Also, I need to make a. Also, I can upload the video for tomorrow. However, I am gonna need to make like a Also, what time am I going to work? Well, I'll check a look at that in a bit. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay.
And hey, you know what I hate even more than shitty weed? Shitty weed vape juice. If there's any tankers of that bullshit up there, you take them out.
Okay. Trying not to do anything bad. I'm just trying to look. See when I go in. Okay, I go in at 4. Okay, that's fine. Oh, the tanker's moving. Okay, let's keep going. Well, it doesn't really say how many lives I got, so I could just kamikaze this. I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Also, I can't find my glasses. So my eyes are gonna start hurting after in a bit. Unless my glasses are like somewhere on here. I don't know. Okay. It's fine. I can easily just fly above this. I see you. Don't think I won't do it. I will. I'm literally planning on doing this. Just need to get closer to him. Just need to get closer. He's getting away. Get in! What the fuck? How? That guy just... What? There. You guys really annoying me. Oh, there's more. I don't know, wait. Also, just as a heads up, I went and asked my my manager if I can get more hours during the summer. Because I'm gonna go back to I'm gonna go back to school, and I need the money for it. I would prefer if I use the money for it. Leaving area. Right. Let's go and do the celebrity agency.
You did a good thing today. That bullshit didn't even deserve to be called weed. This country has to have standards, damn it.
Yep. What's going on? Okay. Okay, let's go into a let's go into this mission over here. Let's first get some stuff. Dr. Dre is completely done.
What you carrying lately? Got pretty much everything in here. Stay strapped.
Drink this because it gives you more. It gets you back to smash that one. Okay, we got $118,500. We need to get to 250,000. $40,000, 38,000, 40,000 again. Okay, so two of these are. I'm gonna go with liquidized assets. I'm trying to remember, like, I don't know if you guys remember who Rusty Cage is. He was a guy that made the, like, the knife song. I have all my fingers, the knife goes chop chop chop. If I miss the spaces in between, my fingers will come up. He's that guy. He made several songs.
Hey, you know what? If there's one thing I learned about hanging around.
He made that song, but he made several other songs. Oh, hey, Glitch, how are you doing? He made several other songs. Of which one of them was a Halloween Flying Finger Fillet song. And the thing is, I remember being obsessed with that. I remember being obsessed with that song. Doing okay? Okay, nice. I am currently just going to get this. I sold one of the cars, by the way, that I stole. And the reason why is because I got another, is because I have more, I'm able to get more, it restocks, so I'm able to go in and get more cars. Of which to sell. Okay, we're localizing assets here. So, like, after this, I'm gonna go and do that. Oh shit, he's detecting me. How the fuck is he detecting me? I'm so far up in the sky. I mean, look how far up I am. So yeah, I'm going to go do that after this. Is he gonna turn here, or? Also, I noticed that you were streaming earlier. I did pop in at one point. I didn't comment anything, but I did pop in. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but I'm like, yes. Video game. That's all I can think for some reason. Where the fuck is he going? And how are you detecting me? I'm so far up in the sky. So yeah. Yeah, I was suffering. Yeah. I was like, He seems like he's doing good. No, he looks like that he's in pain. I mean, he's not talking, but I can, it feels like he is. Okay. Here we go. Okay. It's a good thing that I know what I'm doing, I think. Ugh.
The lost will fuck you up. Don't fuck with the law.
You know, I told you guys the Lost still existed. And here's Merrick telling me that I don't, that that no, they're dead. You killed them. No, they're still here.
You're so goddamn dead. They motherfucking got Ray. Dumbass.
Where are you shooting me from? No, 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 no. Show yourself.
Oh, blood. Shit, he's been shot.
Yeah, he's been shot, and so will you. You know, saying these things is not really gonna help your case.
Gonna put you down like a dog.
Yeah, about that. I don't think you're gonna be putting anyone down, sir. There we go. Planting. No. Planting. And planting. No, please, let me go. Yeah, I'm not waiting for shit. I'm getting out of here. I was originally just gonna like just check up on some stuff and that would be it. But then I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna stream this. Cause I was originally planning on maybe some Project Zomboid or Schedule 1. Oh, it's right here. What am I thinking? I don't want, no. Okay, good. Stab that pumpkin with your knife, make it bleed and give it life. Ghosts and demons run in fear. This Halloween will soon be here. That's the lyrics. Okay. I was trying to remember the lyrics to a song a while ago. Yeah, but I do. Yeah, but Resident Evil does seem like a good idea. Come on. Cops, go away. Okay. Okay, there we go. Do you have it? Absolutely, not yet. I do need to save up a bit more for it. That's kind of why I was asking you earlier, because I was like, do I buy just the DLC one, or do I pay like the rest, or do I pay more for like the other thing? Because it has two options. Like, let me show you. Like, I'll show you just right now. Give me a second. I'll show you right now. Let me bring up Steam. Let me bring up Steam. Okay. Okay, store. Or Resident Evil 5 ESV page. There's just like the oh no, wait, that's just it includes Untold Stories DLC. Oh, okay, never mind. I was very much wrong. No, I was just asking because I thought that it was just a DLC. It was not. It was in fact not. I was like, yes. I just need to go and put some. I just need to like I'll probably buy it on Wednesday because I just want to like get some money, put it into my account, get some money through tips and put it into my account because I kind of have a what's it called a policy for this week to at least make it to my next paycheck with at least gold is base game and deals. Okay, yeah, I was just making sure. Hey. Okay. This one. Yeah, we're getting this one.
Okay, nice pick, boss. Nice car. Now, here's how we're gonna get it. This may come as a surprise to you, but you aren't the only close personal friend I got in organized crime. Your boy Jamal's connected. You ever hear of King Tiny? He was a major player in the Ballers. OG and everything. Anyway, he got out and now he does a whole podcast about the life. Got like 20 million followers on Snapmatic, man. Legit. Now, I met him at a house party up in Vinewood one time, and we
so I'm just gonna like buy it on Wednesday so that way I can get some money off of it. So yeah, because I'm trying to like stay over like $400 until I get to my next paycheck.
He'll tip us off for a car, and not just any car, man. This is like the personal, pimped out car of one of the biggest gangsters in Los Santos. Yusuf will love this shit. So, let's scope out the station and see what we can do, right?
Okay. Scoping out the station.
Alright, so this job is a multi-step kind of gig. If we want that car, we gotta bust my homeboy King Tiny out of jail. Gonna need some intel first, though. These are some high-ass stakes, so we gotta get it right. Not to make this harder, but my guys tried to escape, like, a bunch of times. So the guards are automatically gonna assume any funny shit is him. We can't risk them shooting him in a panic, and we're not about to shoot up a police station for a car. So, we're going to do this without any guns, okay? You could do that, right?
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. I know it's over here. What? Yeah, about that. I'm... That's several concussions. That's nice to know. Okay, so maybe it's up here.
You have a problem with me, fucker?
What the fuck? What was that? I didn't even know that doing that will get me in trouble. My guy. Oh, it's right here.
That's the rear exit, right? So my homie's been watching people go in and out of there for a while, so he knows the internal code for that door. We should probably stash some weapons here for when you get out, just in case.
Okay, okay, cool. I'm over here trying not to die. This leads nowhere.
All right, I think we got everything we need. We'll talk deets when you get back to the yard. See you soon.
Hey, you! They're heading south. Suspect heading south.
Hey, Lester, Lester boy, you want some money? Never mind.
Give up now!
Now it's gonna run back. I don't think that's gonna be possible. So I'll just fly back. Yeah, here we go. All right.
Take care. You all good?
Catch you later.
Okay, I gotta admit, I didn't know how we were gonna be able to pull off a jailbreak. But after scoping out Mission Row, I got my arms around this shit, you know what I mean? We got this. So let's get everything ready. We need to get you kitted out and the guards kitted down. And
no.
the most important thing is to make sure you have a getaway car stashed nearby. So y'all can get out of there once you're, out of there.
I'm gonna disturb equipment first because I don't want like.
Okay, I'm all for boosting our chances of success, especially when we're doing something this dumb.
Plus, given summer sales is coming up, so you can probably get it a lot cheaper. Yeah.
Like their gas masks, for example. Drop by the LSPD.
Yeah, so is that.
And we'll take it from there.
Because right now, I actually don't really know how much I got in my wallet right now. I can check, and it's like probably get it a lot cheaper, like $5 cheaper. Yeah, there's that. And plus, like, I got some money in my wallet right now, like some physical money that I need to put into my account, which I can easily do, like once I get out of work, because even though the bank won't be open, the ATMs are open like 24/7, so I can just go in and do that. Yeah. I remember like a long time ago, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go over to, it's like Sunday, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to,
Why don't you get an education? Get the hell out of here! You
let me in. I only got several bullets in me. But, oh fuck, these guys, I forgot these guys just like, That these guys like liquidize you. But I was going Sunday and it's like banks are closed on Sunday. Why? What do you mean? And I was like, ATMs are not. And they're like, oh, okay. Oh.
You take it down? Once you do, find the shipment schedule so we can locate the rest of their equipment.
Oh, shipment schedule. Where would that be? Oh, would this be it? This would be it right here. You know, I completely forgot about summer sales. I forgot that that was a thing. I completely forgot that that was a thing. Yeah, ATMs are always open unless they're broken. Yeah, not to mention, there was this one ATM I remember a long time ago that would always take checks all the time. But then the bank decided, hey, we need an upgrade. So let's do some renovations. I'm gonna get to the renovations things later on my thoughts on banks with renovations. I'm gonna get to that. But they were like, yeah, let's do some renovations. And all of a sudden that ATM no longer was able to take checks. They're no longer able to take checks, and it's just like, yes, we can only take cash now. But anyway, back to, and now instead of like, you know how you would always go to like you would go to like a like behind the what's called, no, behind the what's it called, the bank, and they would be like, hey, I would like, how can I help you? And then you'd be like, oh yeah, I just want to deposit, or I want to take some stuff out, and there would be like this pipe that would come down, and you would like just take like a cup, put your stuff inside, put it in the cup, and it would just go up into that room. Yeah, that's no longer a thing at this at the bank that I currently go to, because they're like, yeah, you know, let's make it better. ATMs, you know, let's just put ATMs in there, which seems like a great idea. Until you realize that there are now like only like 4 ATMs. There are 4 ATMs, and how many of those slots were there before when they were doing the like with the pipes? There were like 10 of them. There were like 10 of them. When it came to like the pipes, the like those air pipes that you would put stuff that you would get deposited out of. And now there's only like 4, and now there's more people inside. My bank has tubes and 2 ATMs. Yeah, I know. They used to have the tubes. But the bank I go to, it doesn't do that anymore. They don't do that anymore. They took that out, and we're like, let's make it more modern. Here's the thing. Okay, which brings me back to what I was talking about with ATMs and renovations. Don't future bank, this goes to also banks and future bank owners. When you make your bank, if it is secure and you heighten the security, keep it that way forever. The reason why is because when somebody sees a bank, they think, my money is going in here. It's going to stay here. When you decide to do renovations, it doesn't feel like the money is safe. It doesn't feel like the money is staying in one place. It feels like the money is gonna be moved around into a place that's not, in a way that's not good. Like, yes, it gets moved around through like circulation, but I mean like in a way where it no longer feels like a bank is doing its job and keeping your money in one place. Like there's this hold on, let me land and not crash. Okay, if it's not broke, doesn't mess with it. Honestly, I hate it. Yeah, I know. If it's not broken, don't fix it. If it's not broken, then just don't fix it. if there is a way for you to like, but here's the thing, if there is a way for you to upgrade it in a way where it makes better security, go for that. Okay, go for it. All right, but if you're like a company and you look at update and you think, new, that must mean good, you might want to rethink your life choices. If your first thought when you say the word new, you immediately think, oh, that must mean good. Like, for example, like, this is my phone, for example, okay? Like, it forced update a while ago, and now, like, whenever I want to get, like, usually, before, when I want to get to, like, settings, I would go through notifications and then through settings. That was easy for me. Now, I can't do that. I just immediately go to notifications, but I can't get to settings. I have to go to the other side in order to get it to settings, and even then that doesn't work, and now it's on settings now. Which, okay, it seems okay, but I'm trying to get to settings. For example, all the new iPhones, they're just the same. Yeah, I know, right? But back to what I was saying on my phone, it's like, okay, I understand that, but it makes it harder for me to get to settings or get to notifications whenever I need to get to it. Like, you think, oh yeah, new means better. You're just making it, it's worse when you make it inconvenient. It's worse to make things inconvenient than it is to make things harder. Alright? If you are able to make things harder, okay, then someone can still overcome that and find a way to make it easier. But then someone's like, no, let's make it inconvenient. Like, let's give a good example. Where I used to work, Village Inn. I used to work at a Village Inn, and there used to be Village Inns all over the place here in El Paso. But then they were like, yes, the owner was like, yes, I'm gonna make another version of this, where Village Inn is still the same company. It just has now a sister location called Buttersmith. Buttersmith to me was the embodiment of I saw the word new, so that must mean it's better. Like, here, because it's supposed to be more modern. But here's the thing, it had like two colors throughout the entire place. But yeah, like, oh, it means new, that must mean good. But then, like, iPhones, like you said, it's just the same. But Buttersmith was no better. Was actually worse, actually. Like, oh yeah, sure, they sold alcohol there. Yeah, sure, yeah, that makes sense. However, there was only like two colors throughout the entire place, which was blue and white, which the people that I worked with were nice, but the place itself just felt so depressing. Felt extremely depressing, and I was like, okay, I don't really want to work here. I hated every single moment of working there. Like, yeah, sure. Like, yeah, sure. The people there were nice, but the place itself was just depressing. I wondered how people can go in there. There were people from there that would come over to Village Inn, and they would be like, yeah, it was so much more depressing over there. Or I don't really know what they thought. You know, there was this one time where, like, the break room was currently being used. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll go just sit at the bar to eat. Nobody was sitting at the bar. Nobody was sitting at the bar. Nobody was sitting at the bar. Nobody was doing anything. There was nobody in the entire place. And then I'm told that I can't sit there because what if somebody wants to sit at the bar? I'm telling you, nobody was sitting there the entire time I was taking my break. It was a 30-minute break, and they were like, "Oh, but it kind of puts off a lot of stuff." It puts off the vibe of a lot of stuff, but nobody was sitting there. the entire place just wasn't good. Some of the food was not even that good, but no, but no, it was new, therefore better. Not to mention, it was constantly cold. It was constantly cold in there. Right. And also, none of the seats were ever... There was, like, hardly anywhere to sit that was actually good. All the seats were either facing away at the bar to see the TV there. Yeah, that was a pure, that was a fault on my end. Yeah, this was a fault on my end, sorry. That's the thing, like, just because it's new does not mean good. Like, let's look at a good example of, like, if it's old, therefore it's better. Refrigerators, appliances. We, like, refrigerators nowadays, oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, there was a small slight breeze. I now have a dent and no longer work. Meanwhile, like, refrigerators from the 1950s, it's, I will outlive you, I'll outlive your grandchildren, I will outlive I'll outlive death itself. I'll outlive death itself. You can survive inside of me, you can survive a nuclear blast inside of me. And nowadays we just have appliances that's like, I got a small little tiny dent that was caused by the breeze. So yeah. But yeah, I didn't like working there because yeah, they just looked at the word new and thought better. And now I no longer work there because, well, it kept making me go over there. I didn't like going over there. And I swear it was like two opposite ends of the spectrum when it came to like working as a host at Village Inn versus Buttersmith. Like, Village Inn, it was constant, like, oh, okay, I have to, we have to have, like, at least 2 people. Okay, bring someone to the table, and then cash them out, right? Buttersmith, no, it was just bring them to the table. And that just made things so much more boring. Because I wasn't allowed to catch people out. Also, okay, and also another good example of this is at Village Inn, they decide, hey, we're going to like upgrade, we're gonna update our system. The only thing that changed were 3 things: the color, the fact that it had icons for like each thing now. They had icons. And the speed. The speed was no better. It actually went a lot slower. Like before, it was like, okay, this person okay, here we go. Okay, let me just put the check in. Okay, okay, scan the check. It immediately the screen immediately comes up. All right, here we go. Close. Oh, you wanna add a pie? Okay, I can just add a pie. Done. Okay, is that it? Yes, that is it. Okay, but okay, your total is 1468 or something like that. Okay. Okay, card. Okay, it's a MasterCard. Okay, MasterCard, and then just okay, put it in. Done. That's how it used to be. How it came out afterwards when they put the update. Okay, you're here. Okay, here. Let me take that. Okay, let me just let it sit under here for like 5 seconds. Beep. Okay, here we go. Okay, you want to add a pie? Okay, adding pie. Have to wait 5 seconds for the next screen to come up. Wait 5 seconds for the next screen to come up. It made everything slower. It made everything so much slower. Because they were like, yes, let's make things better. Which, okay, look, the food at Village Inn was nice. It was just, I feel like the way how, some of the ways how they ran things over there when I was working there wasn't really that good because once again, it was, oh, they looked at the word new and thought, yes, that's better. Even though that's not how things go. Just because it's new does not mean it's better. Hey guys, we got a new disease. You guys all like that? Oh, it's new. Oh, it's new. That must mean it's better. That's a new disease. It's better than the old one. Okay, so getting the preparations for the actual, like, getting the car isn't that hard. However, getting like the different things are scattered across the map, sometimes impossible.
I won't shoot.
Okay. There we go. But yeah, like, I was one of the fastest guys that fastest people in when I was catching someone out. The only thing I really needed a calculator for was the what's called, when someone was like, yeah, I would like to put 18% as a tip or something like that. I'd like to put 10% for a tip. I would need a calculator for that. But if it was to be like the change, it'd be like, oh yeah, $15.89. Okay, here's a 20. Okay, 89, 90, 90, 100. Okay, I'll be like, okay, 80, okay, 89, okay, 89 cents. Okay, it gives me a 20. Okay, 89. And then it takes out penny. 90 takes out a dime. A dollar. Okay, so that's 16. Then gets out the $1 bill is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so $4.11. Done. That is your change. That is it. I will be able to do that as fast, like extremely fast. And then here's the thing. My manager, for some reason, she didn't like it when I would like count them out, count it out loud. Because I don't know why. I don't know why she didn't like that, but she had like a she didn't hate it. She just was like, just don't count it out loud. At one point I'm counting out loud, and like five customers, not in a row, but 5 different customers told me they like the fact that I counted out loud, because that's how they know that I'm not trying to cheat them out of some money. I'm not trying to cheat them out of some change. Sometimes I'll count wrong and I'll be like, let me count this again, because I don't think I counted right. So I do it again, and then, I didn't, like, that was something I didn't understand, was why wasn't I not allowed to count it out loud? That was another thing. Like, that was one of the things I didn't understand, why they didn't run it right like that. Another thing was the cleaning. They would, like, oh yeah, just put Fabuloso on the floor. Fabuloso, I don't care what it says on the bottle. It is not good for mopping. It is not good for mopping. Why? Because it's soap. Yeah, I know, that's dumb, right? Means that's dumb. Fabuloso is not good when you put it on the floor. Use bleach or ammonia. Actually, no, use ammonia. Bleach is good, but ammonia is better. People don't like ammonia because, oh, it doesn't smell good. Yeah, the smell is only there for like about 30 seconds, and then it's gone forever. Then the smell's gone forever. Meanwhile, it's clean and it's not sticky. You want to use bleach? Yeah, sure, it does the same thing, except 1, it's more expensive, and 2, the smell lingers. The smell of bleach lingers. But meanwhile, ammonia, it just stays like that for. It just stays there for. Fuck. That's really bad. Why would you use it? I know. Well, meanwhile, oh fuck. Where did you guys come from? But but then they would use they would be like, Fabuloso, it smells so nice. Yeah, sure, it smells nice for about like an hour, but then after that, after like about an hour, it doesn't, one, the smell is completely gone, and two, because it's soap and you guys don't let me rinse the entire, you guys don't let me rinse the place. Oh fuck. Rinse the floor. It's just stuck like that now. It's just now it's just sticky on the floor. Like the amount of times they're like, oh, I know that it's like, hey Sammy, can you go mop the restroom? Use Fabuloso. And I was like, okay. I go and use and I'm like I shouldn't use Fabuloso. No, it's fine. It's cleaning liquid. It's fine. And I'll be like, if you want to smell, get an air I know, right? If you want to smell good, get an air freshener. But not to mention, they would constantly go in and be like, Sammy, I know you didn't mop the restroom. Well, why do you think I didn't mop the restroom? Because the floor is sticky. That's why. Of course the fucking floor is sticky. Yeah, you're telling me to use soap. And then I would go in sometimes and I would be like just using I would just use bleach or I would just use water. And the water would do good. And they're like, wow, it's no longer sticky. Case and fucking point. Also, another thing that they didn't like me doing was the only manager that didn't like me doing this was the general manager. She didn't like me taking to-go orders. Why? Because I made more than minimum wage, but the servers didn't. The servers are the ones who were supposed to take the what's it called, take the to-go orders so they can get tips from that. So they can get tips from that. But here's the thing, they didn't like doing these to-go orders. She just wanted me to stay with them doing Uber Eats and DoorDash. I, on the other hand, figured out how to do to-go orders, and I figured out, and I just would get we would save the checks, and I would, but when I would not the checks, the receipts, the ones that they didn't want, and I would just take that right on the back of it, the order, and I would go over to the terminal, and I would use a server number that the server didn't exist. They just used that for if they just need miscellaneous stuff. So I would do that. And some of the managers will be like, oh yeah, you took some orders today, right? Yeah. What did you put it under? Under Bucky. That was the name. Bucky was the name. And they're like, okay, let's see. You got $15 in tips. And here you go, $15. Meanwhile, the only one who didn't like it was the general manager. She didn't hate it, but she was like, Sammy, you need to let servers do it. The servers, on the other hand, were like, yeah, no, keep doing that. We don't like taking to-go orders. We don't like that because we're already bombarded enough with with the customers as is. It's already good that you're taking care. It's great that you're taking care of the DoorDash and Uber Eats. Just take them more of a load off our shoulders. The servers loved it, but then my general manager's like, yeah, the servers don't like that when you do it, and I'm just like, I'm getting extra money from this. I'm okay with doing that. The servers are completely fine with me doing it. And the only person who didn't like me doing that was the general manager. Now I work in a place where they're like, yeah, the hosts are the ones that take to-go orders. And I'm like, yes, that makes sense. Where'd you come from? Fuck this. It's like when your parents say, it's like when your mom says, look how upset you've made your dad, and your dad's just like, what? Doesn't even know what's going on. There's another one here. Hold on. Okay, I think I'm good. General manager, she didn't make sense. If you can take a load off of others while doing your own job, then that's great. Yeah, I know. I was able to do my own job. What I would do is I would be like, hi, how can I? Hey, thank you for calling Village Inn on insert insert the location here. How may I help you? How may I help you? Okay, yes, hi, I would like to make a to-go order. Yes, okay, I can take that for just one moment. And I would go and take like there would usually be like one person, and I would be so fast at this. There would be like a line, and within at least 3 minutes, that entire line, it could be stretching from here all the way to the restroom, and I could be done within like 3 minutes. Done. They want to put a check on tip on there. Done. I'm done with that. I'll put the tips in like if they wrote down tips, I would just put that in like a separate pile. But then I would go back and be like, yes, I can help you. Yes, I can help. Yes, yes, your order should be okay. A man, get a phone number, please. Okay, thank you. Can I get a name for that phone number? Yes, thank you. All right, just so you know, your order should be done in 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, thank you. And they go in. I go and I finish up the line. I put the order in under Bucky's number, because Bucky does not exist. So I'm just, and everyone knows this. This is not like a thing that I'm just pretending. No, everyone knew about this. It's, because he's supposed to be a miscellaneous thing. And I'll put the order in. I would put DoorDash on there. I would just put in like to go. And I put it on. I go and hang it up, and then I would go and help box, and I would give them the boxes. They would take it. I bag it up, put all the stuff in it, take it to the front. Person would be like, "Oh yeah, I'm here for Catherine," and I'm like, "Oh yes, Catherine, right here. That'll be 2887." They'll be like, "Okay, can I pay with card?" "Yeah, sure." And they'll put it on card, and then they would write down the tip on there. I'll be happy to hear about the tip, or they would hand me the cash, and I love that. However, my manager didn't like that, and I was like, I'm doing a job that someone else that is supposed to be for someone else, but they don't like doing that. They're completely fine with me doing it. Why are you telling me that I shouldn't be doing it if like I know how to do it? If I know how to do this, why are you telling me that I can't do it? If I know how to do it and everyone else is like, yeah, you're fine, you can do it. Like, she was the only person that was like against the idea. Every other manager, like all the assistant managers, were completely fine. And I was like, and I learned the menu this way. I learned most of the stuff on the menu because people often order the same thing. And I learned the menu, which, fun fact, was one of the requirements for me to start training to be a server, which was absolute bullshit to me, because it was oh, it's like, can you put me to train to be a server? Okay, but you need to learn the menu before you do that. I thought it was bullshit, because almost every server in that vicinity didn't know the what's called the menu before they started training. They only knew it when they were training. But I'm over here learning how to take orders, how to like what I'm learning the menu. I'm learning all this stuff. And I'm showing that I know how to take orders. I know how to work the machine. I know how to put tips in. I know how to cash people out. I'm one of the fastest ones to take cash out. In fact, I was the only one. I was the only host in that entire vicinity that knew how to cash people out without using a calculator, unless it was to put a tip in that was like that had a percentage. If you like were like, as I stated, I would just like count out the money as I was doing that. And I was the only one that wasn't using a calculator. I would even, when I would train people, I would even train them to learn how to do it without using a calculator. But yet they would still use a calculator because they thought that was quicker. No, it was actually a lot slower. It's actually a lot slower. And I was told, oh, you need to learn the menu. Okay, I learned the menu. Oh, you need somebody to replace you. We have had several people apply here that you have deliberately put them as a server and not as a host or or dishwasher. And you're telling me that I need to be we need to find someone that can replace me. 5 people have come in that have been able to replace me. 2 of them were there. I just quit because they want to make me a server. And no, it wasn't because of the tips. Yes, the tips were fine, but it wasn't because of that. It was because I would get more hours. Because every single week when they would when general manager would post the schedule, every single week without fail somebody would post the what's called the schedule on the Discord server that someone made, and every week without fail somebody, it was never the same person, it was not always the same person, sometimes it was, but most of the time it wasn't, without fail somebody would type in, hey, can somebody cover me this week? Can someone cover me for these days? And they would often have a lot of trouble being like, oh, I don't have anyone to cover for me. I have to go in, but I have this emergency to go with. And I was like, if I was a server, I can cover for these because I'm able to get all this stuff done easily. My last job before this was a lifeguard, and I was the main guy that people would go to call in and to cover for them. And that's kind of one of my goals. That's my main goal with jobs, is to be the main guy to call when you need someone to cover you. But they want to let me be a server because of oh, are you kidding me? Okay. So yeah, that's why I quit. But I was Buster. I'm working as a dishwasher, and I'm learning to be a host where I'm required to learn all the
I'm on the clock. What you want?
to learn the menu,
I'll bring it by.
which I'm learning. I'm starting to learn. I'm starting to get a better grasp of it. I'm just having a bit of trouble because there's so many roles that I'm like, yes, I don't know how to do this. I think I just need to just learn more about just like, I think I need to do more stuff. Because at least this one, the way it's easier because I just have to type it in like a search engine and it's like, oh yeah, there it is. Go like to the search bar. But that's why I'm liking this one a lot more. It pays the same. I'm doing a lot less work because it's not as, because it's a lot easier, because a lot of the stuff doesn't really need to be scrubbed off as much. But and also there's not as many customers as the last time I was there.
Stupid dick.
Hold on. There we go. There we go. Which is why I'm liking a lot this it's why I'm liking this this job a lot more. So there's that. Unavailable while long level. Lester.
Hello. What can I do for you? Can't handle the heat, my friend? Okay. Leave it with creepy
about the carjacking ring based out of a shitty auto shop. Now, they have a bunch of stolen armored cars there. And I'm sure if you did a little browsing, you'll find a solid getaway vehicle. Fair warning, though. These guys aren't gonna let it go without a fight.
Okay, here we go. Also, because I think, here's the thing, like, we plan, like, Mike wants to do the big pay, wants to do one of the big paydays on Sunday, but I was kind of planning that we would go over to, like the wall and go shooting, because I got my guns here, so I was like, yeah, we can go. Well, but if we're gonna be doing a payday. I don't have any armor left. Shit. There we go. Right now, I'm like, should I stream SCP, SL? Another part of me is like, should I stream for? It's like I just got to stream for 6 hours. Yeah, I feel like I need to do that as well, but for some reason the only time I'm able to physically stream for like a long period of time is usually when I'm like locked in on something, which doesn't happen a lot unless it's like Portal or something, or I'm like or I'm with friends, which I can easily go for like 8 hours straight when I'm with friends, unless it's like I have to do something like later.
Useless piece of shit!
Fuck. Like, I kind of want to stream for 6 hours, because I would like to do that. And, I think I'm gonna, like, maybe when I come back from work today, I think I'm gonna do, I think I will do some Project Zomboid.
You don't even remember?
I finished editing that video where we played Backseat Drivers. I finished that because there wasn't really much editing I had to do. But I'm gonna go with this one. It looks like it has. Looks like it's got some. Oh, nice! Can't wait to see your end of things. Yeah, there wasn't much editing I had to really do. It was more of just It was like it was just me explaining, hey, I think I found what this character, like what the animation style reminds me of. What it reminds me of, and then there was another point where I was like, yes. I'm most likely not going to be doing more what's called doing more editing here. I finished that, and that was mostly it, because at one point I had to explain, I had to pre-frame it and explain, hey, I'm not really gonna cut out much more, because, well, he and I just keep talking throughout the rest of this. We're just having a fun time. So if there's no more editing in this, then just don't be surprised. That's mostly what it was. I think I might upload it for tomorrow. I do need to make a thumbnail for it though, which shouldn't take too long. Should be pretty much easy. Just need to find need to look up on Google just like the game, and then I just need to put like both of us in there. Maybe we might be saying something, maybe not. I didn't I already had a name for it though, and I had to rely on him for directions. That's it. That was it. Is that I just had to rely on you for directions. Oh yeah, I ranked up to Kingpin. Yay. Oh, he's just dead. Really? That just had to kill me. Oh no, you come to me. Yeah, just stay right there. There we go. There we go. Now I just need to get the money. And now I will, now I'm just gonna get some, because I'll get more money if I don't keep it for myself. Because Good Samaritan type stuff.
Poodles are agents of Satan. Come on.
I got $20,000. Nice. That's not what I meant to do. I don't know how many I've done for Dax specifically. Yeah.
Hey, let's blow up a Greyhound track next week.
But I do know that after, like, it shouldn't be too many now that, like, well, I'll get the notification saying, hey, you can get an upgrade for your vehicle. Can't wait for that.
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride?
Also, I tried stretching my legs last night.
Cat food.
I tried stretching my legs out last night, and I don't know what the fuck I did. But I swear I went through like I didn't even just go through 5 stages of grief. I went through like 50 stages of something. You know, the entire time, because like in like 5 seconds, and I was like, what the fuck was that? Or are you kidding me? All right. Up here we go. We're getting more money. Just getting a bunch of petty cash here. Because this entire stream is supposed to like be done once I get once I get the car. That's when the stream is done. I think after that I'm gonna go and do like one more like agency mission, and I'm gonna see if I can do like Dax's thing. This might take me a bit. Okay, we're going to get some. We're going to get some. I think like $20,000 off this. It's always like over here. Yep. I mean, $20,000 would fix a lot of stuff right now. Would fix a lot of stuff right now. I would have said panic attack, but then again, no. What do you explain doesn't sound like it. And I had a panic attack 2 times, thankfully. You know, I didn't have to go to the hospital for it. Yeah, and I like the entire time I'm thinking, what the fuck is this feeling? Am I having a heart attack or something? And I stretched my fucking legs. I think one of the feelings that one of the emotions I did feel, I can say, was vulnerable. I was just like trying to stretch my legs, but I ended up like in a compromising position, and I got out of it. I'm like, what the fuck? Yes. Go away. I got $20,000. But I don't know what it was. Because one thing is because one of the ways I was trying to stretch it was kind of like doing the splits or something. But and it didn't hurt. It just felt like it was stretching. I went to like 50 stages of something. Whee! Fuck! It looks like I just went through it. No, don't go in there. That's fine. I can just get the health back by just riding my motorcycle. I do hope that along the way. Yeah, there is. Oh, no, never mind. It's right there. I almost wanted to make the joke 50 Shades of Grey. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I went to like 50 stages of something. Maybe 50 states of... 50 stages of gray, maybe. I was thinking the same thing, and I was like, I can easily make a joke, but it feels cheap. Then again, I've been raised to like mostly go for cheap stuff, like, and that's mostly with money. Like I was raised to just be like, hey, if you can find a cheap version of something, even if it's a joke, do it, because a joke is a joke no matter what, or something like that. Okay, here we go. Okay, so apparently it's at the casino. You sound like a gnome. There are some words in the English language that I don't understand why there's like silent letters in them. Like gnome. It's spelled with a G. Where is the G? Like, it's at the beginning, right? Okay. When you pronounce it, do you pronounce gnome or do you pronounce it gnome? All right. The reason why is like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, it's GIF, not GIF, or something like that. It's like, I'm like, what purpose does the G have in that word? It doesn't make any sound. Like when someone says gnome, oh, it's a garden gnome. It's a garden gnome. People are like, yes. Search parking lot for security vehicle. It shouldn't be too hard to find. It's... Would this be it over here? I say it's not too hard to find. I'm gonna look through like every vehicle. This looks like it would be it. Nope. Okay, I'm looking for a security vehicle. Would it be over here? Shut up. Yeah, I understood that this is silent letters. Yeah. But I don't really understand when it comes to that. Like, for example, knife. It's spelled knife. But the K is at the beginning. But the K is at the beginning, but it's not knife, it's just knife. Like, I remember, like, it was like, okay, Sammy, you know, spell this word, like, and here's the thing, I don't remember which comedian did this, but they did the same thing when they were a kid. It's like, spell this. Okay, spell summer. Summer. S-U-M-M-E-R. Okay, but and he said, and and it's like sound it out. Okay, makes sense, right? Okay, now spell knife. 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 N-I-F-E. No, Sammy, you're an idiot. It's K-N-I-F-E. Where the fuck is the K? Why does the K belong there? It serves no purpose. At no point does it should it even be in there. And then yet you feel like an idiot when you spell it wrong because it's one of the most basic things to spell. I was not called an idiot. I was just being dramatic. But it just feel, but like if you can't spell it right, you just feel like an idiot when you can't spell something that's really basic, and when you can't spell it correctly because of how it sounds.
Catch you later.
Can't wait till everything is completely filled, so I can finally earn all this money from the paydays. No, let me. This is why I prefer. There we go. But yeah, then sound it out. Okay, yeah, I did it. Knife. Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? You're told to sound it out, and you do, and then you're told that you spelled it wrong, and you're like, no, you need to sound it out. And I don't like. Anytime, and it's like, okay, knife. No, it's not pronounced knife. It's pronounced knife. Then why is the K there? It's one of the words that I go with. Like, for example, the longest word in the dictionary, numinal ultramicroscopic volcanoconiosis. Like, if you were to sound it out, you would almost spell it correctly. Here's the thing: it starts with a P. It starts with a P, but how do you pronounce it? Numinal ultramicroscopic volcanoconiosis. That's how you pronounce it. There is not panuminal ultramicroscopic volcanoconiosis. No, it's numinal ultramicroscopic volcanoconiosis. I stuttered my life away saying that, but you get the idea. There's this one book in the English dictionary that I really love. It's called The Most Useless Word Book, and it's like T. It's like P for pterodactyl.
Hey, so I'm
And I remember laughing at that because honestly, I loved it so much. Let me through. Let me through. Let me through. Let me out. Let me out. I got this. Don't worry. Yes, I could easily just go through here, but yeet. That was more fun. Ampere enter ammunition. They're not gonna like me if I do this. Okay. Actually, you know, I do need to get yeah, give me a second. Just let me search ammunition unmarked weapons left by Jamal's contacts. What? Do I go in here? No, I do not. Where do I go? You know, the machines that you see a lot in restrooms, I used to think that that's what they sold. That, like, because for example, like at one of the malls that I go to, then I'm talking about the condom machines that you can buy condoms from. There are the ones at the mall I used to go to. They would have those machines in there, and they would have like pictures of like candy or something like that on there. And I used to think, oh wow, that must mean that's what it is. Never really asked what it was for. It wasn't until years later.
Hell of a selection.
I figured it out for myself. What's the objective? Locate the unmarked weapons. Great! Where could they be? Is the unmarked weapons? Because the thing is, it was one of those things where I didn't really ever think to ask. Oh, right here. Found them. Good day, good sir. I shall be walking out of here. No problem, right? Yeah. Okay, we should have no problem. Stash the weapons at the police station. Got it. We'll stash it at the police station. But yeah, like, why are there words in the English language that specifically exist just to? I swear, people are like people who made them specifically made them just to fuck with you. Me out. Like for example, hey we gotta, like, they make jokes about this. Like, yeah, there's like this channel that does make jokes about it. Can I have some bubble gum? Oh, Timmy, it's bubble gum, but not for kids. Besides, we got bubble gum at home. Yeah, I know. Yeah, like to this day, I'll go back to it. It's the same exact pictures as it was when I was a kid, and I'll look on there and I'll be like, there is nothing on here to indicate that these are condoms. There is nothing on here. There's no wording, no nothing. It's just the only thing that is used to like that they expect you to understand that it's condoms is the simple fact of common sense. It's like you expect me to you expect to put those pictures on there and expect people to not to just be like, yes, I understand this. Kids to be like, and you expect kids to be like, oh, hey dad, can I have one of those? No, son, you can't. We have candy at home. You can have that. You still have candy from trick-or-treating. Oh, hey, I see something. No, I see someone, I see someone giving, I see some, like, a car. Please. Like, I want to know, like, why people purposefully do, like, misleading just so we can just, like, you know, it's gone now. Okay. Yeah, it's like, why do you purposefully make it misleading? Anyway, back to, like, for example, back to what I was saying before, like, hey, sir, so we need to come up with a word for people, who got, like, who have, like, who have like a speech impediment where they can't really say S's or L's. What the fuck happens to my that have a hard time saying S's or L's. Was oh yeah, okay, let me think. Oh yes, a lisp. I'm sorry, sir. What? And what about people who can't say words? Radicism. What? What about people with who can't say L's? Lambocism. What about people who have the fear of long words? Hippopotamonstrosesquippedoliophobia. Huh? What about people who have a fear of words that are spoke forwards and backwards? Oh, palindromes? Yes. Abophobia. It's a palindrome. Spell it out. It's a palindrome.
All right, we're ready, and we're doing this. We're raiding a police station full of cops to rescue a repeat offender to steal a car from an armed gang. Whew, that's what we're doing. Okay.
Yes. Yes, Jamal.
It's time to roll, partner. I mean, boss. Start heading to Mission Row in that chopper. I'll call you once you're on your way.
Okay, to the chopper. Also, that kind of reminds me. I don't know why it reminds me, but it reminds me.
Kind of thing all the time, right? I mean, breaking into a police station, incapacitating a bunch of cops without killing them, and starting World War III, breaking a dude out of the cells, and having him lead you to a unique car you want to steal. This is like normal for you, right?
Yeah, it's normal. But another thing is I don't understand is YouTube's policies on a lot of stuff. Where it's like, we need it to be more family friendly. What do you mean? We need it to be more. We need YouTube to be okay for kids. There is a literal thing on there. You guys have YouTube. You have made a YouTube Kids, meaning one specifically just for kids. Why does the regular YouTube have to do the same thing? No, just like just have it for like people who are 18 and older or something like that. Like if you want the policy to be like oh, this can't be on there because I'm too horrible for kids. Put that only for YouTube Kids.
Okay, you made it onto the roof. Now, if you see any cops, incapacitate them before they see you. Remember, you've got a key card to get you through the entrance up there. Okay, throw a couple of gas grenades down into the vents, and most of the officers will knock right out so we don't have to shoot anyone. This is gonna be crazy!
Right. Great. Let me just get over to this. There. I don't know how many of these I got. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Honestly, about people who name things as dumb. Like, are you trying to scare people that's afraid of big words? I know, right? And the thing is, it's an actual thing. Like, I tell people about that there's an actual fear of big words, and they're like, no, there isn't. And it's like, yes, there is. Yes, there is. There's a fear of everything. There's even a fear that's for a fear of everything. Someone was like, "Oh, really? Is there such thing as a fear of women?" And it's like, "Yes, it's called gynophobia." How do I know this? There's a certain level in Hitman. There's a certain mission in Hitman where you go. It's like the second level, I think. That where you're supposed to like impersonate, like one of the quests that you can go on is you impersonate one of the you impersonate like a what's it called, you impersonate a like a psychologist so that you can get in. And one, if you listen to him, he talks about like how the guy who he's about to go and help has gynophobia. So, and I looked up what gynophobia is. It's fear of women. Unless I'm thinking completely wrong. Let's see. Gynophobia. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, I was correct. You're right about that. Like, there's a fear for everything, and yet people are like, no, come on, there's not that fear. Come on, you're being irrational. Exactly, that's why it's called an irrational fear. Okay, the keys. I think I know where the keys would be. I think that they would be probably in here. No, I can't go in there. Okay, There we go. Okay, got them. Okay, here we go.
You get the keys? Then get your crazy jailbreaking ass down to the basement and free my homie. Be careful though. The gas won't have made it down there, so the guards are still going to be conscious. You'll have to incapacitate them.
There we go. I got a text or something. There's no guards here.
Now once you get down to the cells, we got to get them open. I think a computer nearby should be able to override the security.
Oh no, it's this.
Screw you!
Okay, that works. Oh no, it's over here. Fun fact, you can push in enter instead of using mouse. What?
Okay, I know the code to the back door. Let's move. I just gotta get to my chopper.
Oh yeah, did I forget to mention? King Tiny has a chopper, and that's his plan to get out of town. Podcast must be taking off for real. You just gotta get him to take off. Yo, those sirens are everywhere. Make sure you pick up your weapons once you get outside, just in case.
How the fuck do these guys not? How? How?
You ain't shit.
Here we go.
Hurry up, get in the getaway car. Steal something else. Whatever works. Just get Tiny over to his chopper in one piece.
Holy shit. You wanna know about the car? Then I need to see that the cops aren't gonna catch us before we get to my chopper.
It's fine. We can just get in. We just need to get into the car. Oh. Don't worry. I know exactly where to go to lose the cops. Bitch. Lose the cops? Easy. Okay, for the hacking. Got it. Something blew up. Not sure what it was, but something blew up. This is the wrong way. This is the wrong way. It, in fact, is not the correct way. I was like, what? What's going on? Well, they know exactly where we are, and I know how to get out of here. Disappeared and then he found me again. That's nice to know. I've been watching Markiplier play White Knuckle, and it looks. Hold on, I'll look at that in a moment. I just need to get to like the drainage tunnel. And it looks really interesting. Yeah, I should really go back to watching Markiplier play again, because it's been a while since I watched him play, and he's probably been like, I've been listening to the podcast, but I just got back into listening to the podcast, so I need to get back to that. I have I work tonight, so. Yep. Please come on. They don't know about the drainage tunnel, right? Drainage tunnel doesn't exist to them. You know, before I go into work today, there's a place called I'm Not that's like right next to where I work. I'm gonna go in and schedule another appointment because I just remembered I got a gift card. I'm just gonna go and get the same thing I got last time.
I feel like this story is gonna make for the coolest podcast ever. Seriously, King Tiny's going to be dining out on this for the rest of his life. Or until he ends up in jail. Again.
I mean, if he wants us to break him out of prison again, then I can do that. Whee! Rockstar, let's update GTA Online so we can make cops go in the sewer tunnels. May please God, no. No, please. Here's the thing, they used to be able to do that. They took that out. They don't do it as much anymore, but they can still do that. They used to be able to do that, but then they just stopped. There's a lot of stuff that used to be like, oh wow, this is horrible, but then it just stopped. Okay, we just need to get this guy back to Wait, then what was the point of taking that giant taking that one big truck? What was the point of that? Do I get to keep it? Okay, it's right here. Wait, no, I messed up. No, wait, yeah, never mind. It's right here. Yeah, but but back to what I was talking about earlier. I now just remembered why I was talking about my old job. One of the things that they decided to do that is worse when you make things inconvenient. It's worse to make things inconvenient than it is to make things harder to do. Like another good example of this is at my old job where we used to be able to go out to we used to be able to go out through the back. We used to be able to go out through the back, like at the end, like in night shift. But now, but then one day they decide, oh yeah, people are going out through the back, and even though it's the manager's job to, and the thing is, it's the manager's job to lock up. It's the manager's job to lock up. After that, and this is the exact reasoning. Yeah, people are going out through the back, and the managers keep on forgetting to lock up the back. So in order to stop from this from happening again, no one's allowed to leave through the back anymore. And this was an extremely stupid thing because what was the solution to this? Only the morning shift had the keys to get into the back. Now you may be thinking, well, that doesn't seem so bad. The back courtyard was the was where the door that goes into the back courtyard was what they locked. They didn't lock the actual like the gate that went from the courtyard into the outside. They just locked the door that went from the restaurant into the courtyard. And this was horrible because the backside because the night shift managers didn't have the keys to do that. So when I was working as dishwasher, the only time I would either have to rely on the morning shift to leave an apron there, or I would have to go and get it at night. Now this isn't all that doesn't seem so bad, but we kept running out of toilet paper at night. And where would we get the toilet paper and the paper towels and all the chemicals that we needed? In the back. There was a shed in the back that we couldn't get to anymore because managers kept on forgetting to lock up the back. So now everyone had and instead of it just being the manager's job to lock it up, they just decided, yeah, the night shift managers are not gonna have the keys anymore. Like, what the fuck? That's another example. Not to mention that they were also making me like go, like, even though I liked the extra hours that I was getting, what they were making me do was they were making me go until like 12 o'clock at night. Not even 12 o'clock at night, like 3 in the morning, and then I would have to come back in the next day at 7 o'clock in the morning. Nah. What was the reason for this? Well, we closed at 12. But we went from like one end of the spectrum where the managers were like, oh yeah, yeah, you guys can go home early. We're gonna close up early. We went from that to yeah, we're not going to let anyone out until all the customers are out. And why was this bad? Oh, only because we had customers that would be here until 4 o'clock in the morning, and because of this, no one was really allowed to leave. No one was allowed to leave until then. I couldn't leave until everyone else was able to leave because I had to do the dishes. I had to finish up the dishes. I couldn't leave anything for the morning, even though I was completely fine because I was the morning shift. Yeah, I was the morning shift, and I was like, couldn't I just leave this for tomorrow? It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I can do. I'll be happy to do this tomorrow morning. Nah. And they'll be like, no, you have to finish it now because tomorrow guy is gonna get mad at you for not doing anything, and you don't know who the tomorrow guy is. And I'm like, I'm looking at the schedule. The tomorrow dishwasher is me. I'm the tomorrow dishwasher. I'm completely fine with doing this. I've done this before. But they're like, no. You have to wait. You have to do it all now. And I'm like, I can do this tomorrow morning. Nah. It would be nothing for me to do that. I'd be fine with doing this. But no, I was not allowed to, wasn't allowed to do that because the next dishwasher will get mad at me, even though I knew for a full fact that I was working that night, working the next day. Also because the chemicals would mostly run out during the night, and then the morning person would have to like fix it. It would have been easier if the night shift was able to go and get the chemicals in the back. You know, I could keep this car. I could easily keep this car. And honestly, now I'm starting to realize where a lot of my fatigue is coming from, and it's coming from that where I would have to go. Well, the thing is, I would get back from work. I wouldn't be able to go. It would be 3 o'clock in the morning. I finally get back from work. I'm not able to go to sleep until like about an hour later. It's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm only able to wait 2 hours. I have to wait like about. I have to sleep. I only have like an hour to sleep. and I have to be up in about an hour at 6 o'clock so I can get there early, because I don't like getting, because I don't care how much fatigue I had. I wasn't about to like get there late. All right, we did it. You know, I'm gonna end the episode here because I have to be at work in about like 2 hours. So I'm gonna end the episode here. So thank you guys for watching. Share this with other people. Recommend this to other people. Join Discord. Link is in the description. Join my Twitch. Link is also in the description. We have a goal. Thank you guys for watching. The goal is to get to 3,000 hours in watch time on YouTube and at least 50 followers on Twitch. Thank you guys for watching. And this is gonna end at the end of August 2025. But thank you guys for watching. That's gonna be it. And goodbye.